This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com and the Starwood Hotels and Resorts. They have bouncy beds.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health. That's a pala for.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation number 23. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation, of course, covers all the weekly top stories. Well, shoot, I say that every single time.
Some of them.
Some of the weekly top stories on the social news website, dig.com, D-I-G-G.com.
That's right, and if you haven't noticed, we're coming to you from Japan.
Yes,
that's right.
We took Tokyo right now.
We took the whole 9.5 or 10.5 hour flight to Tokyo, and you can see all the background stuff here. It's just we've been having so much fun.
Yes, there's Japanese women sitting next to us over here. Pan, David, get a little pan action.
You are pan back
to us.
Pan back quickly.
We haven't talked to them yet.
We haven't. There we are.
Can't quite make out what they're saying.
But beers.
Yes, beers. I have something new, of course. In Japan, we get to choose from all the great Japanese beers here.
Yes.
This is the Sapporo Draft 1. And it's good.
Yeah, well, you gotta love Sapporo.
I always love Sapporo.
And the Draft 1, of course. Why would you not?
Exactly.
And I, of course, am using the Yibishu, which is actually where we are staying. Yeah, in Yibishu, at the Westin, which is amazing. So so we're super excited to be here in Tokyo. We're gonna have a great time. Let's get started.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
A girl in a miniskirt.
It's okay when a girl in a miniskirt walks by the camera. All right, so let's get started. First story, right off the bat. Only 4. I'm doing the first story. That's right. If you'd like to, you can. No. All right, here we go. Only 4% of internet users can spot phishing emails accurately. This is very interesting. You guys got to watch this, okay? 908 people dug the story submitted by Why Learn. Seriously, Why Learn? Anybody? I don't know. Maybe you don't know. According to this internet news article, only 4% of the internet users who taken this male frontier phishing IQ test have passed it with 100%. 4%.
I believe that, though.
Okay, now this is an important issue that has gotten more prevalent and sophisticated in the past several years, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So this is crazy, because these are the phishing emails are the emails that come by that are like, hey, I'm sorry, we're your bank. Could you just log in with your username and password, please?
No. I almost fell for one of these the other day.
What?
No, I'm not.
How are you part of the 4%?
Hold on, I'm not.
How are you part of the 4%?
I'm not. Here's what I did. I opened up my email and I saw something from PayPal, and like recently, I had changed my information on PayPal. I'm talking like 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
And it was like, hey, we just wanted to confirm, and I'm like, oh, did I miss this email? And from course it has the from PayPal.
Yeah.
And then like you mouse over it, then it's like 127 dot. Well, it's going to be 127. Like 357.4. Taken to like somebody's IP address.
Yeah.
So it's fake. But like my mom or dad are not going to know like if they mouse over an IP or a fake address.
But here's an interesting point that the IQ test took into account, which is that the majority of people who were having trouble with it were in the age range of 18 to 26. How weird is that? 55 plus was actually the highest percentage of people who did not get caught.
That's because 55 plus don't bank online. Like seriously. No, I'm telling you.
That's why you think that's the thing?
My mom, here's a good example. My mom and dad are kind of scared to like do their banking online. They don't really want to put in a username and password. Somebody might steal it or. So it's one of those things where I don't know. We'll wait and see.
We've got like a traffic jam guy, which is awesome.
I know. I had to stop because we got a friend of ours helping us out, and he's like redirecting traffic.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of like a frickin'.
If they're ladies, you can let them pass through.
Yeah, ladies are cool,
good.
especially with fun hats.
Yeah, she has a beautiful hat too. I like that.
Tokyo is such a cool little.
It is really cool because
it is. It's like, and sitting's fine. This is the whole thing. It's now become about the traffic in Tokyo.
Here's the deal. Like there are girls everywhere here. in like schoolgirl outfits.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird, and the weiweirdest thing is...
No, because you can't tell.
You can't tell.
Yeah, all right, go.
I was going to say, you can't tell if they're schoolgirls or they're like... 35-year-old girls trying to dress up like schoolgirls.
Because they all look about the same age,
right.
14.
Which is...
cool in a way? Other way, not so cool.
Yes, well, can you go to... I don't know, what's the legal, like, consenting sex age here?
I'm going to say 18, but I don't know. Was it 16 in the States?
Well, how old do you have to be to have sex?
In here.
Like legally?
It's 16, I think, in the States. Oh, Prager. Should I ask someone? No, don't ask someone. Back here.
Okay.
So, that aside, it's the young people that are having a problem with the fishing expeditions.
Yes, okay.
And you'd think that you would... 4% is super low for me to be the people that can always tell.
I don't know. It's
a little bit like spam. It's like, I see why I get so many of these phishing things. Because they work.
Well, I didn't... Is it the Nigerian stuff too? Like the ones that are... Do those include?
That's just spam.
Yeah, okay.
That's just like con artist spam. This is like, hey, Alex, you forgot to leave your social security number at my door. Could you just give it to me? It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, they're getting better and better though. That's the secret. Like if you click through to those sites, because I want to click through and see what happened.
It's like it looks like PayPal.
I mean, everything looks identical.
They are down to like the T, except it says like .fu.com.
I know.
You know what I mean?
So.
All right, let's move on.
Anyway, all right, next story. TiVo beta pics leaked. 907 people dug this story, submitted by DVR Dude.
Oh.
It said TiVo is beefing up their home media offerings by offering hosting applications and partnering with Yahoo, Yahoo Weather, Traffic. Photos are all now available. He says, as it is internet radio, Live 365, a few new games are being tested, and also a podcasting application, Fandango movie tickets, and then he said a few games again.
A few games because he's really into that part.
He's into the games. But this is cool because...
You showed me the pictures.
What do you think?
I'm going to say Xbox Media Center 1999. It has all the functionality of the Xbox Media Center.
No, it doesn't. You couldn't order Fandango tickets?
Tickets? Yeah, you can do all sorts of online streaming. You can watch on the Xbox Media Center. You can listen to all the live streams. You can watch all the podcast stuff.
You can do podcasting, syncing?
It's just RSS feeds for MP3s.
Right, but I'm saying, is it automatic? Like if you plug in, like as the TiVo has USB ports.
Yes, and you know why? Because you could write a Python script. No, people do Python scripts for everything.
You just
Apple
heard
Tunes.
Python this week and decided to throw that in there.
I've said Python since the beginning of Python. I'm like Monty Python. No, but it's seriously, you can do...
That's so awesome. No. Your body's like, there's got to be a way I can work Python script in today's show.
I got to say Python script. I just read it in the internet. And I don't know how I got there. It was a phishing site. It took me to this like Python scripts. It's like, hey, all right. No, but I'm serious. Like, if you look at the pictures, if you have an Xbox Media Center, if you use the Xbox Media Center and you look at the new beta pictures for the TiVo, it's the Xbox Media Center people. I mean, it's like, but here's the deal. I give them props. Yay for TiVo to look and say, hey, people love this Xbox Media Center. People always use it.
TiVo's kicking ass. Like, well, they're not really kicking ass.
They're not kicking ass at all.
But they're starting to kind of like turn around the company a little bit.
Well, let's talk about that in the next couple articles that comes up.
These chairs are...
These are horrible chairs.
They're metal rods that we're sitting on.
We're literally sitting in between two metal pipes.
So
and we'll shoot some B-roll so Keith can get it. You don't have to do it now. That's why we have an editor.
Keith can... and Prager's like, we got to get it right now.
Prager's like, I'll get it out. I'm like, dude, we're in the middle of the show. We'll get that all later.
My other beer.
Okay, so I'll start the other story. Only pay for the channels you want. Novel idea. 1,742 people dug this story, submitted by The Wayne. Anyway, Federal Communicate The Wayne, not Wayne, but The Wayne. The Federal Communications Commission is expected to suggest that cable companies could best serve their customers by allowing them to subscribe to individual channels instead of packages of several stations. This is such an amazing idea because there are so many freaking... Is that not good?
This is a different one.
It took a little drag. It bit a little bit.
Dude, I don't know. It says 70%, and I thought it was like alcohol content.
But that's healthy.
But it means no.
The grain alcohol beer.
It means like it's like a light beer from what they tell me. So this is like
healthy. Healthy is what the guy said.
He said healthy. Yeah,
he said healthy. We were like, I don't even know.
We're like, what kind of beer? He's like, health beer. I'm like,
You're like, I'll buy it. Anyway,
I don't know.
This is great. No more Lifetime. No more Oxygen. No more QVC.
Oxygen. If you're watching that Sex Doctor on Oxygen,
No, I haven't watched the Sex Doctor on Oxygen.
Dude, it's the craziest thing. Okay, listen, guys.
It's not Dr. Drew, is it?
No. So here's the deal.
Oh, it's not the two sisters, is it?
No.
There's like two gynecological sisters.
No. What are you talking about?
It's two sisters and they're gynecologists and they chat.
No, that's not it. So
it's a horrible show.
Listen, okay, so here's the deal. Oxygen, during the day, sucks ass, right? It's like, oh, we're women, we're programming about stuff. Right?
That's called Lifetime.
Well, that's what Oxygen is too. So this...
Didn't they have like a sketch show?
What?
Women Behaving Badly, I think it was. Something like that. I knew a bunch of people that auditioned for it because it was improv, but...
So here's the deal. Late at night, turn on Oxygen. There's this
They've got like Cinemax?
No, there's this old lady. She's like 80 years old, right?
It's not Dr. Ruth, though.
No. But she gives like dirty sex advice. Like I turned it on.
Okay.
Can I mention one of the...
No, you probably shouldn't. But I'm telling you right now, how is it that you're getting excited by some 80-year-old woman telling you how to give, like a rusty trombone or something?
I'm not.
What's that?
I'm just thinking it's like, it's one of those things. I'm not thinking like this is like something I tune into like every night. I'm just saying like...
It sounds like it.
I'm just saying it's like one of those things where you're like up at like 2 in the morning, you're like, I wonder what's on TV, and you're like flipping through.
I wonder if that old lady's talking about sex again.
All of a sudden I saw this like 80-year-old lady like with a dildo in her hand.
Oh!
And I was like, what the hell am I watching? It was funny.
That sounds funny.
It is funny. It's funny more than anything else. So.
But so anyway, back to the whole concept of the story. Thank you.
Sorry.
Old sex lady.
The Japanese beer is straight to my head.
The FCC is now starting to realize that, and they had ruled on this about a year ago and decided that no, it has to be packages, blah, blah, blah. And now they're going to reconsider it. They're supposedly on Tuesday, they're going to come out with a ruling that says if cable companies want to start selling individual channels, what I think is going to happen is the packages are going to go up in price, obviously.
For
everything. And the specific, I think that the cable company is going to find out a way to make more money on this situation.
What's the price point?
I don't know about the rice.
What's the right price point per channel?
It's got to be low. Yeah, something like $2, maybe even $1.50. It's got to be low because you figure those will add up.
It's got to be high. Well, the cable companies are going to want it to be higher because most people like myself will only buy like 4 channels.
Oh, that's not true. I got ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, WB, UPN. Should I? I don't know. America's Next Top Model. Yes, UPN. I gotta have that. It's horrible.
I'm in.
UPN. America's Next Top Model is
the best show. Oh, it's good.
It's like
I don't even watch
crazy
TV.
Bitches yelling.
Yes, it is.
It's awesome. And then like, look. That's good. And they got this. And Tyra Banks is just fucking nuts.
I haven't seen it in a couple seasons, so
she is just nuts.
I'll have to BitTorrent that one.
It's awesome. Anyway, but then they got HBO, ESPN, USA. They got some stuff. Don't count them out. USA's got some stuff. I don't know if I do MTV. I don't know Real World.
I don't watch MTV crap.
So okay, for you, not so expensive. For me,
it's gonna be like $4.95. I'm like, done deal. That'll be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I'm excited for it.
All right, so
we gotta keep
hopefully this happens. If so, great. If not, poo. Let's move on.
Next story. She is very cute and about 5'3".
All right, next story.
Okay, next story.
Google Maps. Come on. Stick with it. We're halfway through.
Collection of cool Google Maps you may have never thought of. This blog is dedicated to interesting and cool Google Maps /mashups. 2012 people dug the story, submitted by Anis Will.
What?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
This is really cool because on Dig over the last 6 months, I've seen on the homepage probably once, twice a week, you'll see a really cool new map idea for Google Maps.
Yeah.
That's where they're plotting their own data on top of Google Maps, using the API. So I went to this website and I was like, okay, what other cool, maps are there out there?
Sure.
What do you need?
It's maps.
Dude, there's a lot of cool stuff. There is a lot of cool stuff.
Let me give you some examples. Map.
They have brewpub and brewery map. So you can go in there where's the nearest brew pub next to my house?
Right up there.
All mapped out.
Do that, yeah.
Gas prices. Want to know the cheapest gas prices?
That's good. I could use that.
Where is Tim Hibbard? Now, hold on.
I have always wanted to know exactly where Tim Hibbard is.
This is cool because this is an example of a guy that uses his GPS-enabled phone and maps out his location where he is. I mean, I could care less, but it's one of those that's where he's at, and then you move on.
Dude, that's
it's kind of cool.
That's
it's
one of those things
creepy.
where you see a shirt that's I know Tim, or you know what I mean? Where's Tim?
Right.
That's funny. He could probably make some money.
He probably could.
Pimping himself out.
It's a cool idea.
Do you remember when the internet was sort of young, and they had all those webcams. When webcams like first hit.
They still have webcams.
No, but it was like the webcam of the chick in her room like all day. Like the guy who's just like, you can watch me all day. You remember when that was like the thing to do? Jenny Cam, yeah.
Jenny Cam, was that what it was?
Yeah, Jenny Cam.
Yeah.
That's what Prager said.
Yeah, that got old real quick. It did.
It did, but this is what I'm thinking. This will be the
like
new
the
like
thing that got
webcam
old
in your
real quick.
house.
Yeah. Oh,
Where
two
we'd be
more.
like, Two more. Oh,
I gotta tell you, 9/11 Digital Archive.
Okay.
This is crazy because what it is basically a map in New York, and they have all the different points of people that took pictures, and the pictures from where they came from during 9/11. So it's like, hey, I caught it in my house over on this side of town. These are the pictures that I saw, and you see like the little dot. You click on there,
you see
there's
the map,
pictures,
and then it shows you pictures from that
where they were taking the pictures.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
And then there was a ski snowboard resort one, which is kind of cool. But there's a ton of them. There's like 50 on there.
There's like 50. Well, there's a few things that I didn't even know that you could do some of this stuff with Google Maps. You know what I mean? Like there's so much stuff to do when you have little time.
Yes. This beer's getting better.
It is. That's good because it's healthy.
Next story.
NBC may sue TiVo, that company we were just talking about, for the iPod and Sony PSP plans. Interesting things. Times are changing, my friends. 867 people dug the story submitted by Hey D Joe. Okay, despite the fact that it is legal to record free TV broadcasts on your VCR, DVD recorder, and TiVo, there are rumblings at NBC that they might sue TiVo for allowing those same episodes, I don't know why I said that weird, to be recorded on portable devices, namely the newest iPod and the Sony PSP. So here's the deal. TiVo came out and said, we're going to make a functionality that will allow you to save your episode of Lost in the iPod video format
Kick
and
ass.
download it straight to your iPod.
Great.
And NBC went, that's interesting. Well, actually, ABC was like not even in the game, but say it was NBC. Say NBC was the one who put on Lost, which they're not. They would go, hey, that's interesting. I make $1.99 every time somebody needs to download it. If somebody can just throw up a BitTorrent of it directly from your device. Now, this is the difference. It's not saying, hey, it's you're doing something illegal. It's saying you're making it so easy for people to do something illegal that it's beyond
illegal,
a person.
No, it's not illegal until they share
post it. Right, exactly.
So,
but that's what I'm saying.
I think they could win the case though. If there was a suit against TiVo and said like, hey, you're compressing it and making it easy for people to put on their portable devices, who cares? Because that's legal, right?
But then again, that was the sort of deal with the file, the P2P stuff, like the Kazaz, which was. But then again, we're not doing anything. We're just sharing files. If they happen to do it, then they happen to do it.
You know what? It's tricky though, because
it's tricky.
NFL stuff, you cannot tape or rebroadcast this, blah blah blah.
Oh, but everything else is
But what I'm saying is though, they're throwing those up there because they want to have the right to. They want to reserve the rights that you can't transfer to, you can't send it to other people.
Sure.
And the same thing with movies. I don't know about TV shows.
Right. Well, but think about that. HBO. You download a movie from HBO, you pop it into to PSP format, and you pop it up on BitTorrent.
Right.
I mean, the fact that yes takes many, many steps now.
Right.
To be able to just do that drag and drop from your TiVo, come on. Well, let me read you what NBC said. This was an NBC spokesman said, TiVo appears to be acting unilaterally, disregarding, although that's like the catchphrase now after the Iraq.
It's just a keyword.
It's just like buzzword, get people mad. TiVo appears to be acting unilaterally, disregarding established rights of content owners to participate in decisions regarding the distribution and exploitation of their content. So basically they're saying, why are you taking NBC out of this loop if NBC's content is what you are basically going to be providing in different formats?
You know what? TiVo's been such the good guy though. But TiVo to all their stuff.
Yeah, but they've you know what they've been doing? And maybe this is what's happening. TiVo has been bending over backwards for the RIAA.
And that's why TiVo should just say
RIAA, where'd that come from? The record industry? I don't know. Screw those RIAAs. This is whenever I feel mad, I just go, RIAA! You bastards! The MPAA, they've been like bending over backwards. It's like, hey, we're gonna do internet file share. Oh, you can only share it 10 times.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
What? Are you kidding me?
Well,
but I'm hoping that this is TiVo going, we suck, and people know we suck. Maybe it's because we're kowtowing to the MPAA. Maybe if we step up and we say, no, you know what? We're not going to do that.
You know, that would be the best move ever for TiVo.
Best move ever.
If TiVo was seriously like, okay, listen, our stock sucks, we're $6 a share, the company's not really going anywhere, let's freaking open the whole mother up. We're Linux, let's just open up the entire box, let people do whatever they want.
Boom.
And let's...
More hard drives, more freaking...
I don't know.
Whatever, hookers popping out, whatever you want to do. That would be functionality, you know what I'm saying? That's a port they'd like to install.
All right.
That's horrible.
That's a terrible
Yeah,
thing.
you ready?
Next story.
Next story.
FireFox 1.5 officially launched with new site design. 3,256 people dug this story, submitted by DStart. Mozilla has officially launched Firefox 1.5 at mozilla.org. And what better way to complement the event than a brand new website and design at mozilla.com.
Nice. So you were super excited about this. And you downloaded it and installed it, correct? I haven't upgraded mine yet.
We were on the airplane when this actually got launched, but yeah, I downloaded it, I installed it, I checked it out. A lot of new things that they put into it. You won't really notice it. Like if you're just going and like firing it up, you're gonna be like, same Firefox, except it's checking to make sure my extensions are compatible.
Oh, that's good.
They've one of the things they do is they've improved the browsing. It's faster browsing now. They've made some improvements to the engine.
Good.
Automatic download of updates.
Oh, good.
So it'll ask you like when you want to install. I'm like, hey, we've got a new update for you. Would you like to install it now? Kind of like, you know, Windows update.
Does, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But tabbed browsing, that's new.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I want to see if you'd catch it.
It's like, this is the stupidest story we've ever read. Read? That's the past tense of read. It's called rid.
You just screwed that one up.
Dude, I was like,
okay.
The joke was on you for a second. This is horribly uncomfortable.
These bars are like...
I don't know how people in Japan are happy. This is like worst thing I'd ever do.
You're sitting on...
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how you sit on them. Okay. Sorry, improved pop-up blocking.
That's good, because those damn pop-ups.
One of the things I do like is the clear private data. So they have like a 3, it's like Control-Alt, like...
Poo.
F4 or something, or Control... No, something, I don't remember what it is.
Control-Chicken.
But what it does is it clears out like all of like... Basically anything you have like presets. So if you want like your cookies cleared, like your past, the places that you visited in the past.
So it's basically like that security clear all.
Yeah, but it does it all in one quick step. They've rearranged a lot of the menu options. Like if you go into the preferences, it's a lot cleaner now.
Yeah.
Just overall,
you know what?
It's nice little fun upgrade.
Yeah.
Yes. What else can you say about it?
A little polish, as it were, or upgrade, or whatever you want to call it.
There we go.
There you are.
Next up.
Should we keep going? Okay. Man beams down 5,000 channels from 12 satellite dishes in front porch. This is very popular, actually. 2,627 people dug the story, submitted by CypherX. Al Jessup from Buckley, wherever that is, has more than 5,000 TV and radio channels from the 12 dishes on his front porch. You gotta see the pictures of this. Although I didn't read that part, so I missed the pictures, but I read the story. And so basically what the deal is that there are this guy bought DirecTV. He's like, oh, this is great, but I want more content for some reason. So he bought Dish Network.
Okay.
So he subscribed to Dish Network and DirecTV, right? That's how he started. Then he realized that there was all this free over-the-air satellite stuff that you have to get specific. It's all right, don't worry.
No, it's funny.
They're attractive girls, but it's all right.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, so anyway, there's all this over-the-air satellite stuff that's free. So now he gets... All you have to do is you buy these special receivers that are sort of blank receivers.
We're talking like the big dishes, right? Like back...
I don't know if they're the big dishes, but they're definitely specific dishes, like generic dishes, not like the DirecTV dish or the Dish Network dish, but like the generic dish.
Okay.
So he's got 12 of these things, tuned to all over the place. He gets every single local news station from every single state around the country, except for Alaska.
And for free.
For free.
That's awesome.
And he gets like weird things. Let me just read a couple of these like weird things that he gets. Oh, here he goes. So he gets like Galaxy 10. I have no idea what that is. AMC 2. Hey, why not? Telestar 5.
Dude, you know what?
Like, what?
No, here's the deal. I have a friend that has one of the big dishes still.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm embarrassed. Like, you don't go to his house.
No, you don't. You just got the big. If you have the. Well, these are all 12 of these dishes are in his front yard.
They take like 10 minutes to realign. They're like, when they like lose reception, and the channels suck.
Dude,
it's
don't
like
talk to me.
C-SPAN crap where it's like.
Who invented C-SPAN? Like, who thought that was a good idea to just watch what was going on in Congress?
Well, I mean, I can understand, like, somebody needs to keep an eye on that shit, but who's really watching that?
No one.
Like, I turned it on for a second, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna
Boring.
watch this.
Click.
Yeah, next.
So anyway, so he does a bunch of this stuff. He's 54. He's 54 years old, and he got it. People were saying, well, okay, well, what do your neighbors think? You know what I mean? Like you're sitting out.
Of course, it's
they
a
got all this stuff in
question.
front. A lot of them donated their dishes when they upgraded. They gave them their old dishes.
That's awesome.
How great is that?
Does he have instructions on how to do it yourself?
No, I don't know, but I dated someone named Jessa. Back in college. I don't know, maybe they're related or something. Jesus.
Next story.
Next story, please.
All right, mininova.org TV torrents organized for you. 1,694 people dug this story, submitted by Mulder.
Mulder? Like Scully and Mulder?
Mulder is on our site now.
Oh, nice.
He was a friend of Pacino's.
He's probably just looking up that whole conspiracy stuff. Dig.com is a big conspiracy place.
That's right.
Hotbed.
Basically a front end for mininova.org. It organizes all TV shows into different series with links to the episode database listings. He says newest shows and much more. Check it out. It's
so this is
cool.
actually tvtorrent.info.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
So it's mininova.org. tvtorrents.info.
No.
It's not TV Torrents. It's tvtorrents.info.
Okay.
Just trust me. So it's TV. So because when I read this, I was like, oh, it's the Mininova guys.
No, it was Supernova guys.
No, mininova.com or mininova.org is what took over for Supernova.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And now, but it's got everything, torrent everything.
It's nice. You see what it can do when you mouse over. It shows you like that you click through all the.
Yeah, and you can actually go to episode guides. You can go. It's like organized specifically, but it's great.
It is cool. You know
that and TV Tad from last week or 2 weeks ago.
You know when I first started watching?
Forget it. What?
I was on the plane. I needed like 10 hours to kill. My Name is Earl.
Great show.
Good show. Good show.
Great
Jason
show.
Lee.
I'm scared that that's the reason why Scrubs is not going to return.
Is that why?
Scrubs was like set up as a mid-season replacement this year, which is just a shame. The first year that they get up for an Emmy nomination and they're not on the schedule.
I don't know. It's a good show.
I know the guys that do it.
If anybody knows Jason Lee, he used to skate. I'd like to skate with him.
Dude, we should go skating with Jason Lee.
That would be
awesome.
fun.
I might be able to hook that up. I don't know how.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'll look around.
That'd be cool. Get him on the show at least. He's just a cool guy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could hook that up.
Yeah.
Great show. Funny show.
Good show.
Is the story about that or something
That's
else?
it.
Okay.
It's a good site.
Here we go. tvtorrents.info. Okay, next story. Abusive New York camera store threatens blogger.
Number one story this week.
Number one story probably ever. 5,591 people dug this story. That's a lot.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem.
I know, it's getting more and more people. 5,509. That's 5,600 people.
That's nuts.
I'm telling you.
So
I know it's getting more. The site's getting more popular. Blah, blah, blah,
6 months ago, don't have a shot.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I feel it. I feel it, brother. People dug this story. Submitted by Thomas Hawk. Okay, now this is a quote. I will make sure that you are never able to place an order on the internet again. I am an attorney. I will sue you. I'm going to call your local police and have 2 officers come over and arrest you. Just a few of the fun things that this guy got today on the phone from someone who said his name was Steve Phillips over at PriceRightPhotos.com. PriceRightPhoto.com.
So you read the entire article.
I read the entire article.
And this
Here's
was huge.
the deal.
You know what's funny?
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. This was on Dig, and then it was like on 50 other blogs, and then it was on Slashdot. It's like this is blowing up.
And the reason why this really blew up, I think, is because it really put a pin on the fact that some of these people that do online pricing don't really mean it. So this is the story.
All right.
The guy's a photographer. Let's say semi-pro. Doesn't really make his money doing it, but whatever. He's a nice guy, likes to be a photographer.
All right, fair enough.
So he is really interested in this new camera that's coming out, the Canon EOS 5D, right? It's out, great camera, really expensive, super high end. And he tells himself, I can't remember what the guy's name is, I don't care. If this camera can be found and purchased for under $3,000, I will buy that camera.
Right.
So he sits there over the weeks and months since it's been out, looks on, Frugal and Yahoo Shopping, and just tries to find it. Sees one. $28.99. $28.99 at PriceRightPhoto.com.
In stock?
In stock. Everything's cool.
Okay.
Buys it. Gets the verification page, prints it out for his records. Everything's kosher. Next day he gets a call, and the guy says, "Hi, I'm Jimmy." I'll make that up. Jimmy from PriceRightPhoto.com. We really want to send you your camera, but we need those last 4 digits, the security number on the back of your American Express. I think it's 4 for American Express.
American Express, okay.
Could be wrong. Don't know. Don't care. Doesn't matter to the story. 3.
He's got verification.
You got verification.
Like,
double confirm 3. Now that I think about it, and 3. Don't do this. Don't change your position, man. Just stick in it. Stick in it the whole time. All right. Here we go. So he goes, funny. I remember putting that in, but whatever. Let's move on with the. We'll move on with .org. So he goes, all right. Here are my pins. He goes, great. I said, you're gonna need a new memory card for that. And he's like, that's okay. I have a memory card. And he's like, oh, your memory card won't work in this camera. And he's like, actually, yes, it will. He's like, okay, fine. Well, you're gonna need a bigger battery. You're gonna need better battery.
Nice.
He's like, you know what? I got 2 extra batteries from my old Canon that fit in this Canon. I'm set with batteries. And the guy goes, oh, okay. Then the guy goes, well, you gotta get an extended warranty. And he's like, you know what? I'm fine with that extended warranty. Appreciate it. And he goes, oh, okay. Okay, well, there you go. Bye. Right? Should ship in the next day. Checks online, no change in status. Checks online, no change in status. 3 days he waits. Calls the guys at pricegrabber.com or whatever. It was pricerightphoto.com.
Don't say pricegrabber. Those poor guys are like,
no. They're like, not us. Pricerightphotos.com, right? Mm-hmm. Guy on hold, doesn't know, hangs up, calls again. Finally gets this guy, Steve Phillips, who says, oh, we're out of stock. We're not going to be able to send you the camera. And he goes, not only were you in stock when I signed in and bought the camera, but you're currently showing in stock on the website.
And they're not changing it.
He went nuts. He started saying, well, you need to, this is horrible, blah, 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 blah. At one point, the guy actually said, you're a professional photographer. You should know better than to purchase cameras from sites like ours.
Are you gonna be shitting me?
He said that to the guy. And so, then he said all this stuff about
you got a refund.
He said, I'm never gonna fill your order and I'm not gonna refund your money. And if you cancel your order, I'm gonna charge you 20% restocking fee.
You've gotta be kidding me.
And the guy says, so then he goes, that's fine, but I'm gonna post a blog that represents the horrible service that your company gives. And he went nuts. That's when he started saying, I'm gonna have you arrested, I'm an attorney, you're gonna go to hell.
Who said I'm gonna have you
arrested? The guy, Steve Phillips. He said, look, these are all the things the guy said. Right after he said, I'm gonna blog you, he said, I will make it sure you will never be able to place an order online again, ever, on the internet, because he can control that. Steve Phillips is the owner of the internet, I didn't know. I am an attorney, I will sue you. I'm gonna call your local police and have 2 officers come over and arrest you. That's the power that PriceRightPhoto.com can wield.
Jeez.
So how great is this? And I mean, it didn't really say.
Well, I'm glad it blew up though. Got a lot of exposure, at least hopefully shut those guys down.
If anybody on the internet buys a camera from PriceRightPhoto.com, they're freaking idiots.
Yeah.
I mean, after a story like that, come on.
That's the problem though. It's like anybody can go and register a domain,
That's why you only look for
happycameras.com.
Yeah, but that's why you only look for quality sites. I'll go to a jank site. And
So what do you look for? Do you go to
good graphical interface? I'm seriously.
But that
graphics design. No. But that's the first layer.
I agree.
Come on, that's the first layer.
I agree. But someone can just hire a good designer.
PayPal verified.
Anybody can sign for PayPal account.
But very secure. No, but verified. But very secure.
Verified with over 1,000 positive. Yeah. Plus, to tell you the truth, honestly. If it's not a site that I know, right, that's
why?
the problem.
You know what I mean? And that's got to be the problem for people who want to start sites.
Right.
If it's an Amazon, if it's a buy.com,
you know
if it's a,
like you said, what was that? Price Grabber, was it Price Watch? No, Price Grabber.
Price Grabber.
Well, a lot of these sites, they offer reviews now. You can go and you can see
you can see other people
4,000 people bought this.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
They seem reputable.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is that it? I think that's it. Did you get emails, by the way?
It says in it says emails, but I didn't get any.
Oh, because you were doing that.
You distracted me on the email.
I didn't Oh, well, yeah, we did. Which they know.
Yes.
Okay, so no emails this week, but that's cool because whatever, we'll do it next week.
Yes.
And we're from Tokyo, which is just crazy.
You got to mention GoDaddy.
I don't have to do nothing. We got another one. We got to mention 2 people that we already mentioned at the top of the show, but let's mention it again.
You have it too? Okay, cool.
Yeah, come on. This is hot. GoDaddy now offering free hosting with every domain. That's free, people, capital free. Register. It's capitalized. That's how I know to say capital free. Register, transfer, renew domains with GoDaddy.com. You'll receive free ad-supported web hosting, a 5-page site builder, and professionally designed templates. Complete email is also included. Enter code DIGG, D-I-G-G, when you check out and get an additional 10% off.
Nice.
That's great. We gotta love those guys.
And we also have to thank, of course, the West End in Tokyo.
Oh, dude.
Like seriously, we're not reading from our laptops. Like, honest to God,
this place is.
They hooked us up
bomb.
with the rooms there are amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, we gotta talk about
the Starwood Hotels.
We gotta talk. What? Talk about our sponsor like that.
Talk about what?
The ass thing.
That's just about the country.
It's in every. It's in every bathroom.
All right, kid. This is what happens. We get to the hotel room.
Hold on.
And
let me
Kevin,
tell the story.
No, because it involves you. Then you won't be able to do it.
No,
You'll be like, Alex went into the bathroom. Not true.
No, you did right after I did.
Right after, because you said you got to go in there. This thing washes your ass.
It's true.
He's addicted. He's addicted to the warm water.
Oh, so you are addicted. Here's the deal.
I'm gonna say I use it utility-wise. It's a good utility.
Let me tell the story. Okay, so here's the deal. We go into the bathroom and I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And like they have these. First of all, it's all digital.
No,
shit.
the toilet is crazy.
It's got like all these
a crazy
buttons.
toilet.
It's got all these buttons all over the place, and I'm just like, what the hell does half this mean? I'm used to like one handle. It's a done deal, right?
Pretty easy.
It's so
down.
Like, this has like all these. It has these knobs and shit, and so I'm like, and it shows like a little icon of like
water going in somebody's butt cheeks. Yeah. a little fountain. But it's a happy fountain. It's a very Japanese, like, putu. We go in the putu.
So I push the button.
Oh, no, wait, now let's flash to me outside the bathroom, getting my bag. And all of a sudden you hear this, whoa, what the heck is going on? And he just starts laughing, and I hear this like water running. And he's just like, oh my God, dude, you gotta try this. And then he comes out of the bathroom holding his pants up. And he's like, get on the freaking toilet. You gotta try this. It washes your ass. And come on, you know what? When in Rome. So I go in there, I sit down.
My abs are hurting too bad.
I go down, and the problem is that Kevin didn't tell me there was an on and an off. So I hit the button, and I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, this is good. All right, I see it's washing, and it's going for like 40 seconds.
And he yells at me. He goes,
I'm like, how long does this take? Because I think it's one of those things, like after a while, your butt's washed and it stops.
Dude, my abs
it's just going and going.
Oh, God.
So finally, I'm like, I look down, because when are you going to look at the toilet? You're on the toilet. I look over and there's a stop button, and I was like, oh, stop.
Oh, man. It is the craziest thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Dude, you know what? I will, to be serious, very clean. That's all I'm going to say. You feel very clean.
You almost don't even need paper anymore.
Well, except you're dripping wet. This is horrible.
This is horrible.
We have some great stories. We got some great footage too.
Yes,
we're doing a couple little special thingies, which are going to be fun.
But we apologize. For
so we got more to say about the Westin Hotel. We want to make sure that everybody gets credit for where credit's due.
Like, oh,
I know they're like, don't just talk about our toilets. Westin.com. You can book all your stuff from Westin Tokyo or all over. Also, the Starwood Hotels and Resorts are the people that really hooked us up. Westin's part of it. Like I think the what are the other ones? I think W. Sheridan, the W, 4 Points Sheridan.
W has
the La Meridian in LA. That's kind of nice. But anyway, you can go to check them out at starwoodhotels.com, and they really did a great job. Those web guys over at Starwood.
Nice
good people, nice peeps.
I think that's about it.
Oh my God, I can't believe that's it. We came all the way over here.
How long are we, David? How long are we? David Prager's with us today.
40 minutes. 40 minutes. So I guess that's a good episode. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, cool.
So that's it.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We're coming to you from Japan, and we're going to go and party out in Japan right now.
That's right.
It's going to be awesome. And that means go to sleep because we're still a little jet lagged.
But
maybe party.
We've been drinking, so we should go party.
Yeah.
A little something.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Kevin Rose.
Have a good night.
Domo.
Night. Domo.
Domo. All right, so this is the toilet we were telling you about. It's got all kinds of crazy dials right here.
Look at this icon of a butt with some water going into the butt.
And this one here of a lady getting spritzered. So we're gonna choose the butt setting. Oh, water pressure. You can turn the water pressure up.
Dude, don't put more in your butt. That's fine.
Hold on, here we go. So back up with the camera.
Wait, I will back up with Alex.
You can't tell where it comes from. There's like some nozzles down here, but I don't understand exactly what's happening. So, all right, so I'm gonna try and push the button.
Okay, I'm backing out.
Simulate what happens here.
Push the button.
I am.
Oh, here it goes! Oh! Just stop.
Oh, shit.
Dude, that thing gets in our butts.
Do it again. Whoa. Do it again. Did you see the thing extend?
Dude, it was like an alien probe.
Do it again. Watch the probe.
Oh, dude. All right, stop. That's the washlet.
Wait. I want to see what the spritzer does. Let's go spritzer.
Dude, you don't want to watch the bidet part. Come on.
Come on. Push down.
All right.
Let's see what the spritzer does.
This is going to go fucking straight up.
Hold on. Okay. This is...
Oh, hey.
That looks kind of fun, too.
That does look nice. Anyway, that's the type of fun you can have in Japan.